I'm gonna practice doing something that I've never done before. All right, ready? Give me a straight face on. You've got to get out to those polls and vote. Your vote matters. Everything is depending on your vote. This is the most important year for elections that has ever existed. Very true. Very, very important year. Anyway, you've got to go out to those polls, and if you're a Trump fan, you've got to walk in on November 3rd and cast your vote in person, because the Democrats are trying to rig the election. And if you're a Democrat, vote any way that you want to vote, because we trust this system and we love it. Y'all so goddamn lost. I can't contend with you all. Telling a bitch to vote. You know it doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. As soon as I said it, y'all were like, that don't even sound right coming out of ass. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So I retract that statement. I rebuke that shit. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit for you Christians. In the name of Allah for you Muslims. Okay? In the name of Haile Selassie for the Rastas. All right? For whoever you want it to be for. But I retract that shit. Because your vote is not about that it doesn't matter. It is for census. It is for data collection. It is for AI. Y'all don't understand what is taking place. You don't know what's going to happen. You're not a seer. You're not a prophet. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. You're not a high priest. You're not a high priestess. You don't have a fucking clue. So that's why we're here, to help inform you, to help trigger you, to help make you think about things outside of the norm. All right? So if you're a real nigga, don't vote. That's what I have to say about that. Get yourself ready for war. How about that? I want to put it out there that I'm absolutely no fan of any president, right? So nobody that I'm not a fan of is going to get a vote for me. And I say fan very specifically because that's what it is. This is fangirl, fanboy shit. This is Jay-Z versus Kanye, Watch the Throne. Like, that's what we're in, okay? That's what this is. This has nothing to do with your actual opinion, other than the fact that your opinion pins you against your neighbor. That's the only real thing that's taking place here as far as what you would think matters as far as your vote is concerned. That's the only thing that matters, is pinning you one against the other. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing that matters. These sick fucks. Okay, and I call them sick fucks right now because you still haven't gotten into the place of shadow aspects and karma and all these deep rooted things that will actually not even have you mad at the shadow government. They just have you out here like, damn, it was me the whole time. So we're not gonna get into that. We're just gonna call them assholes right now for the moment, just because I know that's how y'all are gonna identify. You're gonna be mad at them in the beginning. Like, that's how it goes. You bitter, you've been lied to, so you're just gonna be mad. But that'll go away as well once you begin to come into certain knowledge. All right, so please stop fanboying and fangirling these goddamn presidents, because they don't mean you nothing. They're just there. They're literally just there for an image. They're just there to uphold an image. Remember, we're dealing with symbols. We're dealing with images. Okay, this is witchcraft. It is. So the symbolism behind each candidate is going to represent where this nation is. So you have Trump, who's going to be portrayed as is the image of God, a savior, holiness in some way. You know, he always walks around with the Bible, and he had it inverted, so that's a clue right there. He's not really holy at all. But anyway, and then Biden is going to portray the image of just freedom to do and be who you want to be without any rules or expectations, without universal law being in it at all. So it's just open, kind of like open darkness, right? And then they throw in the whole Black Lives Matter thing, that he's going to advocate for black people or some shit, and that's enough to get people to vote for him. But anyway, yeah, he's a symbol of darkness. Like, just, that's all he represents. So darkness doesn't mean just pure evil. It's a symbol of a void. It's a symbol of open space, of lostness, right? That's why he's a candidate. That's why they ever put him there, is to symbolize how lost the nation is, that they would still vote for somebody that lost. Let's talk about if Biden or Trump wins. If, because that's even questionable, whether one of them will take office. I'm trying to get my predictions out there before the election comes, but it's not been easy for me, okay? Not necessarily, but I want you all to know that you will not find out who your president is into probably into next week, maybe Saturday, but not tomorrow, not Thursday. See, they have to make you guys wait. They have to make you guys wait because everything is energy, right? And so if you guys become upset and mad and angry because everybody thinks that this is life or death for some fucking reason, so they're gonna, harvest that energy. That's how this shit works. It's always based on your emotion, always. So they're gonna do shit to just get a reaction out of you all the time when they already know who the fuck they have chosen. You don't get to choose, but that's not for this conversation. Anyway, so that's my prediction. Y'all ain't gonna know shit till Friday, Saturday, maybe even into next week. And then when they do finally announce it, it's not gonna be what you think. There's variables, right? So I can't give you predictions that are going to be exact. That's not how the universe works. I wish I had exact information. All I can do is channel the energy. I can read the energy, and I can read off of the signs and see what the hell is happening. So when I say it's not going to be what you think, that means that, not meaning like if you're a Trump supporter, Biden's going to win. If you're a Biden supporter, Trump's going to win. That's not what I mean when I say it's not going to be what you think. It's going to be set up in a way that there's going to be lots of new rules implemented into this presidency. There's going to be a lot of shit that changes as far as how this president will operate and run its government, because it will be a dictatorship. An overall sum is that you are not going to find out any information as far as, it's going to be a whole shit show for the next few days as electoral college votes, and you're going to have some states that can't decide whether they're red, whether they're blue. It's going to be a fucking frenzy. Just believe that. All right. And it's all, like I said, it's all premeditated, but then they give the illusion that it's not premeditated by pushing buttons on digital screens and making things light up red and blue, and this state is for that one and this one's just to get energy from you. When I talk about census and data collection, what I'm really saying is that everything is being monitored through a digital system as far as who's doing what and who's not doing what. So more or less, those of you that vote, because I'm not going to say your vote is wrong or anything like that, because that would be ignorant to say, because you all don't have a clue, and so therefore you just do what is right in front of you and what's told to you. But what I will say is that the census and the data collection is not for y'all that are voting. It's not. It's for those of us that are not voting. It is for those of us that are not partaking in the system. It is for those of us who are exposing realities in real time. It is for those of us who are walking into stores maskless. And every single store has a digital way of monitoring who walks in maskless. Okay, it's for us. It's not for you. So no need to fear. You're right in line with what they want. For those of us that are resistors, it is for those of us who are divergent. Okay, first of all, there's very few of us, so they need to monitor where it is that we are, what it is that we're talking about, what it is, because see, we're the only hope that you all have by a long shot. The chosen are the only hope that humanity has, because otherwise you've gone to hell in a handbasket already. You already synced with AI. That's it, period. So if we don't get you all this information, you will let it go to the furthest extent of mergence, if that makes any sense. Try your best not to completely merge yourself with AI. All right, do not become a cyborg, because it can happen in the blink of an eye. All of this has already happened in the blink of an eye. How long have we had the World Wide Web, and look at what it has done to us as a whole, as a nation. All right, so it's not far off your complete total submission to it. It's right around the corner. All right, so don't do that. Clearly that's not something you should do, but it's not clear, so, but it needs to be clear. So this is how we're going to be talking. We're just going to be talking to you guys like you know what's happening, like you know what's going on, because that's how we have to treat you. We have to treat you like you know, so we can get this shit done, so we can get on our way to New Earth. New Earth might be a foreign concept to you. That's okay. I know everybody's waiting on a rapture or a second coming of Christ on a white horse, and when don't wait on that. You're gonna be times. Look how many. you're gonna be waiting. So don't wait on that, all right? But we'll get into new earth concepts and all that stuff. But I just wanted to put my predictions out there for the presidency and how it's gonna, what the rundown's gonna look like. I hope y'all getting it. All right, so those are my predictions. I love y'all very, very much, and I hope that this helps in some way. I hope that those of you that are not falling for this shit, that you find clarity in my words, that you all find somebody who thinks along the same pattern as you. Yes, we're out here, all right? So I love you, and I cherish you. I cherish your mind, and I cherish who you are to this planet and how we're going to change it. What up? What up?